Now, though, look, we know we're in a bit of a housing crisis, constantly hearing about issues of low housing supply and construction delays, delays in getting products and whatnot. Well, one of the solutions that's being tested is making houses with a 3D printer. You can 3D print pretty much nearly anything these days, I'm led to believe. So would you live in a 3D printed house? The first multi-story 3D printed home is being built or printed as we speak. And in there will live Ahmed Mahil, who is the CEO and founder of Luyten, which is a provider of 3D construction printing technology. A very good morning to you, Ahmed. Look, I have so many questions. Look, what made you think that building a house with a 3D printer might be the way to go?
Good morning, James. It's just a matter of, a better method, a more efficient method that the productivity the 3D printer brings here just shows, speaks for itself. The numbers don't lie. So when we say 3D printer, we're talking here about automating a number of tasks that the 3D printer can help us achieve. And that's mostly to do with the frame of the house, the brick and mortar, the plaster, the cladding, and how each of these different trades, if you're a builder or someone who's building a house, you're dealing with 5 crews, 5 different supply chains. And when we brought this 3D printing to the equation, we kind of, reduce all these trades into one trade the robot can make. So at Luyten, we're a company that makes the robots actually and sell them. We realized early on that the problem is supply. And supply is just easy to keep saying, yeah, it's a supply issue. How can folks build more? But there is another problem that comes out of that. Many folks are leaving the industry. How do you want to keep builders doing what they do best, which is build houses, if they're dealing with a never-ending, fluctuating supply chain? It becomes harder and harder for them to, after they build a house, to keep any money on the table for food. And to pay their own, all the different contractors, and they're dealing with fixed terms or fixed contracts that, where they cannot fluctuate with the price a lot. On the other hand, with the 3D printer, you can actually achieve these market expectations of you. If you're a builder who can do 10 houses with the current method, we've calculated when you automate all these trades, and you kind of streamline your supply chain because we use eco-friendly concrete, which is a material that can withstand fire, dampness, and water. It performs better. It gives you freedom of design. Then you can probably get something like 50 houses annually, with the same small crew you have. That method, we believe, can help us just use the builders we have in a more efficient manner, where they can build. And we're talking precision construction here. These are robots that gives you between 100 to 500 micron meter, accuracy.
Yeah, wow. Well, how big do these printers have to be, Ahmed?
Well, it doesn't have to be that big. Yeah, like there are multiple cohorts of the construction sector that uses them, but the most prominent right now and the painful one is the residential. So we have printers that can basically, press print a whole house in one go that goes 6 meter high by 12 meter wide. And then because they go on rails or wheels, they can go to the depth of the land, 30, 40 meters. You can just put the whole house together in a matter of days or weeks, depending on the footprint, obviously. And while you're doing that, you're making the job, again, supply, we said, you're making the job for the sparky and the plumber more streamlined. They don't have to come and cut or figure out where to put things. The 3D printer allows you to have, basic replacement for the metal boxes for electricals, how for the roofing crew, how to come and put their thing. So even those trades whom are on such a high demand now, and it gets worse as you go regional from city centers. I'm not talking really regional. I'm talking 30 minutes from downtown Sydney or Melbourne.
Yeah, or even Canberra, like less than Canberra, Ahmed. You're on 666 ABC Radio Canberra. It's 22 to midday, and with you is Ahmed Mahil, who's the CEO and founder of Luyten, which provider of 3D construction printing technology, and building his own house out of a 3D printer. What are some of the challenges that you might face when building a whole house out of a 3D printer, pretty much?
Well, it's similar, the same problems you'd face with a normal house, except you don't have to have a timber frame waiting on the rain and worrying about mold getting into it. There are still problems with regulations, all that. But the good news is now 3D printing has been done in multiple places in Australia, while Luyten was the first to try to tackle the code compliance. There were other attempts. And then when we found that, okay, there is enough, acceptance from councils, engineers, etc., I decided to build my own house and to show that it's not false confidence.
Yeah.
It's a small lot, and I managed to do a lot in it. And also with the budget I had, there is no way I could have afforded a normal, traditional house. Instead, I come up now, I end up with a better build that looks better, has a lot of functionally superior, walls and elements like that for a fraction of the price.
Well, when might your house be ready to live in, Ahmed?
So with this house, this particular house, we took our time. We did a number of studies, and it could have been ready some time ago, but we realized that this is the first time we can actually really compare in a methodical way that can withstand academic rigor, if you will, and market rigor, a comparison in price, in time, in efficiency between traditional and 3D printing with concrete, eco-friendly concrete for that. And we expect that within a month or two. And also there are a lot of visitors. Everyone in the neighborhood wanted to come and talk to me. You can imagine.
Oh, it's slowing down the process, is it?
Not necessarily, but it was good. The folks were. It's such a pain point that we got builders who would stop and talk. Big developers, policymakers. And frankly, our philosophy is simple. We made those machines here in Australia. They sell here and overseas. It helps the builders do their job better and faster, without breaking the bank or being in a business where you're always constantly dealing with a never-ending, fluctuating supply chain and putting your family and your business, your legacy on the line with every project you take.
Well, good luck with the rest of the construction, and look, it'd be interesting to see how things go when it's all done, and no doubt, a bit of a future of building and construction. Thanks for your time, Ahmed.
Thank you, James. Thank you very much.
It's Ahmed Mahil there, CEO and founder of Luyten, which he's building his own 3D house. There you go.